All right, Leo, I just tried to film your reading for the weekend of June 26th of 2020. This is a single Leo's reading. I started out with the Wisdom of the House of Night deck by P.C. Cast and Colette Baron Reed, and I laid a Celtic spread. And then things got messed up. Interesting. So I think there's been a lot going on for Leo. For some Leos, you may be contemplating going into a new direction, but no matter how badly you want to go into and through this doorway, it could be that today on Friday, June 26th, you realize that Spirit has blocked that wall in order to protect you. You are to be focusing on your unique individuality and get clear with Spirit with the wishing energies as to what it is you want to manifest next in your journey. For in the recent past, this Leo may have had some form of aha moment. And then they ran into a brick wall. I feel like somebody was tempted in the past here, and this Leo is maybe hoping for something that is just not going to happen. It's forbidden spiritually. So you're being guided this weekend, Saturday especially, Leo, to sit in your woods, in your grove with your kitty cat and your blanket and come up with new visions, goals, and intentions. Wish for changes in your own, with your own uniqueness, okay? What can you create? What are you good at? What have you always wanted to learn about or do? Get those supplies and sit down and work on a craft, for that will help for you to meditate with the Grove energies, to ground yourself after maybe a lot of activity. Yeah, look at this. So this card in the spiritual advice position is the rigid energy. So this is a few things. You taking some time to create hobbies, gifts, talents, or skills. This is in your foundation for the weekend. To recognize as you sit in your own space and work on your own uniqueness, your own talents and skills, that if someone is being closed off, that's what Spirit's talking about. You may have received a lot of attention, but that path is forbidden. It will not evolve for you. So someone here in the hopes position is hoping for a very lustful connection. And in the outcome position, we have hope. The moon represents hope. So without hope, your path would be dark. Have hope in what it is you are creating for yourself, this quiet time, figuring out how to meditate, maybe while you're stretching or exercising or painting, doing something in your own space. So you can think about this lustful connection that happened back here. Wow. So some of you in the first, gosh, it could have even been a week ago. This is today is June 26th, where you connected with someone, but don't do that. Look at this on the bottom of the deck. We're going to bring you out of a state of confusion and illusion and bring you hope, that as you bring a situation to a conclusion and meditate was the card right behind that. You'll start to understand that you have control over who and or what you can allow into your path with you. And you can also control whether or not you shouldn't. Yep. So we have a Leo here who is repeating unhealthy patterns, behaviors, cycles, and etc. And the way to stop that is to recognize it, right? This hasn't been working for me, therefore I'm going to stop with these patterns and behaviors, or these connections with others that have these patterns and behaviors, and I'm going to rise above to a more highly spiritual level. I do believe we're going through a very spiritual evolution, so all that was is falling away, and that's why Spirit's saying focus on what it is that fulfills you day to day, and watch for this temptation. I think someone could come back around Saturday night or Sunday where you run back into them, and then you're hoping and waiting once again. Someone's closing you off because it's a path that's forbidden, even if it's Spirit saying we're going to close you off in order to protect you. Okay, so for clarification of the signs, the elements, astrological signs by which this Leo may be dealing with this weekend of June 26th. We have fantasy and illusion, and that's why that path is forbidden. That is not a situation grounded in reality. Yeah, someone's really focused on their uniqueness. She's got beautiful tattoos on her face. She's feeling really sexy. And then along comes this devil. In the thoughts position, we have unhealthy energy. We have addictions, obsessions, obsessing with this fantasy and illusion energy on a situation that is forbidden. Therefore, in the foundation, it is time this weekend to ground yourself, Leo, to pray to Spirit to bring you out of this Five of Pentacles energies, feeling like you don't have enough in your life, feeling sad, depressed, and etc. It's boredom and discontent that draws this mischievous devil energy into our thoughts, right? So for some, and this is happening for a lot of partnerships, if you're in a partnership and it's feeling a bit dull, communicate with each other, make plans with each other, go do something, or just have a simple conversation and say, are you good? Great, I'm good. You wouldn't believe how much that helps. In the recent past, we have understanding. Somebody here really wanted to hop, skip, and jump into the direction of a new beginning. Heck, maybe this weekend you hear about a brand new path that is a blessing, whereby your cup overfloweth. But then you go into, like, things are happening really good for you, but then comes along temptation. We have to watch out for ego when we finally see things turning our way, because that's the next test in line. So by Saturday, we have this exciting new idea, right? Project, hobby, gift, talent, skill, career idea, or just dealing with this passionate energy. Do I want to move passionately into the direction of some form of obsession that's not good? No bueno. Some of you may be dealing with a Capricorn since the devil energy showed up. Okay, so by Saturday, right, there's visions of new goals and intentions, new ideas, ways to celebrate. And because you're focusing on your own personal visions, maybe dealing with an addiction here and then receiving a lot of attention and recognition because you decided to come out of confusion and illusion and sadness and depression that it caused you. I think Spirit is definitely saying to this Leo, it's time to kind of take some space here with the rigid energies, to give thanks to how far you have come financially, materially, and to now move into a direction whereby you can create some sort of visions for yourself where you can get yourself to start being busy, right? Maybe come together with your spouse if you're with someone. I know this is a singles reading. Create birdhouses together in a small business in some way. This is about if you're a single Leo, there's going to be a temptation here, but be careful. You're going to receive a lot of attention and recognition from someone. They may also have, we got water in the past, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, and we have Leo moving, I said Leo, and we have fire during this weekend, Sag, Aries, or Leo, receiving a lot of attention and recognition because you switched your perspective from the past and what you used to want, maybe with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, and now you're moving into a direction of celebrating how far you have come. Yeah, be careful. Someone here is hoping for a lustful connection, and that's okay, right? That fills that part of your life. But you could end up in a foundation of sadness and depression, waiting for someone to respond. Someone here is very closed off with the Four of Pentacles energies. So if you give in to that lust and it falls apart, it's because someone here is not open. Or you may be fearing like you don't have enough after you give in. So this is a big message this weekend. If you're single and moving away from an old connection, you haven't given yourself enough time, this is a time to really ground yourself, figure out how you're going to meditate day to day, assert a couple hours to your life to work on a project or whatever you like to do so that you can not give in to this lust. Because when two people get together, like two animals that, create babies, the lust will eventually dissipate. And beneath that is a deep, deep friendship, supporting one another, each in their own journeys, laughing together when you're 90 years old as you change each other's diapers. That's what love is about, okay? So it's not about just this passionate energy. I feel like a lot of people are going to get tested this weekend, and I do feel like in the second half of 2020, if you haven't met the right person, this is the time to do so. But there's going to be some temptations you need to step beyond before Spirit's going to send you the quote-unquote soulmate, life-term, long-term partner. Okay. Yeah, so there's hope. Hope still and indecision by the end of the weekend. And the reason there's indecision is because someone here only wants to have a good time. And I guess that's okay if you're single. And if they're single. So you have on the bottom of the deck, Leo, this summoning energy. Remember, you can summon whoever is allowed in your path, and you can tell those who aren't worthy of being in your path with you that they're not worthy, okay? Of course, in different words. But you're the boss of who can come in. And some of you, by the end of the weekend, you're going to have the strength to bring a conclusion to that temptation, that obsession, and then you can start this meditation process that will bring you financial abundance and great inner strength. Yeah, an old path is ending, right? With the Ten of Swords. Anything old that was difficult is falling away, whether we're going to bring it to an end or not. The Tower's been showing up. Spirit is making a shift in our world, and the past is dissipating, right, as we create the new. Wow, many, many, many messages for this Leo. Should these messages have resonated, I don't know if I already said it, but I do offer a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, and yearly reading, and my price list will be in the box below this video. I do offer emergency readings. I usually turn the readings around within 24 to 48 hours, but emergency readings will be done in 1 to 3 hours. I'm still offering the Now Summer Special, which is a 15-minute video reading for just $25 if you'd like to give it a try. Closing message for Leo. Celebration. This is a wonderful time in your life. Difficulties will fall away, just like we talked about. And the light at the end of the tunnel is a star that you can wish upon. The timing is right to make long-term plans for a joyful future. And I feel like that's independently. Have faith that things are going to turn out beautifully after you surpass this lustful temptation or obsession. It's like if you surpass this temptation, you will receive great karma, and in the end, celebrate something wonderful in your own personal journey. Temptation, 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 Leo. Be careful. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so very much to those of you whom have liked, shared, and subscribed. Thank you, thank you, thank you to those of you whom have donated to keep the channel up and running. Take care, and God bless.